This is my presentation for Test 7, Part 2, and get right to it. So, before we get started, if you hear me sniffling in the background, I got a bit of a cold, so sorry in advance. But the first question asks, if the point 4, 7 is dilated by a factor of 10 about the point 1, 2, what are the coordinates of the image? So, I have a little graph set up here. Yeah, the point 1, 2 set up right here, and the point 4, 7 set up there. So, it is dilated by a factor. This point right here is dilated by a factor of 10 about this point right here. And when it's dilated by a factor of 10, that means it gets 10 times farther away than it was before. But how far away is it? Before you figure out how far that is, we need to figure out how far away it is now. So it is 3 points away on the x-axis and 5 points away on the y-axis. So it goes from 1 to 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. Pretty simple math. And it goes from 2 to 7 on the y. 7 minus 2 is 5. So 3 over 5 up. And if it's dilated by a factor of 10, it gets 10 times farther away. So 3 times 10 equals 30, and 5 times 10 equals 50. That means I've got a new graph set over here. It'll go over 30 and up 50. And if it was at 1 on the x-axis before, going over 30 would mean it's at 31. If it was at 2 on the y-axis, going up 50 would mean it's now at 52. So the new coordinate for the image is 3152. That is answer B. Alright, number 2. Which is a solution set for a system of equations? And we got our 2 equations right here, and then list the answers. So to find this, we need to graph these equations. This one right here is going to be a parabola, and this one is just going to be a line. And then the line will cross the parabola at 2 points, and those will be that will be our solution set. So for the sake of time, I've already have them graphed out on a graphing calculator. I'm going to show them to you right now. Let's see. Alright, there you go. See, we got the parabola in red, and then the line in blue. And you can see that the line crosses the parabola at -3, -4, and 2, 6. So those are that is a solution set for this system of equations. And that is answer choice number D. So that is how you figure that out. And then now question 3, it says which statement is not true? And it gives us sine and cosine of a few angles. And I did this earlier as well, and I found that sine 35 does not equal cosine 145. I'm going to prove that to you right now. So 35, let's see, 35 sine equals 0.57, so 0.5735. Then that's the sine for 35. And then the cosine for 145. 145 cosine equals negative 0.8191. Obviously, those are not equal. If you would like, you could go through and find the sine and cosine of all these. but I'm telling you now, they're all equal, and C is the statement that is untrue.